Hello gamers, and welcome back to another Fortnite video. In this video, I will be going over all the changes that the new Fortnite chapter brought and going over the storyline and how it has progressed. And finally, as I always do, I will be predicting the future of Fortnite Season 2 Chapter 2. So without further waiting, let's get into it. Let's get started with how the map changed throughout the new chapter. We all know by now that players were given a new map to play on, as many people wanted, but how did this happen exactly? Well, no one really knows the full story behind what happened, but one thing we do know is that players were transported to what may be an alternate or copy universe. This is clearly seen in the trailer 1 for Season 1 Chapter 2, when it shows the black hole exploding, then zooming out and players realizing it was a reflection in a puddle, therefore revealing the new map, which clearly has locations similarly named to the ones that came and went in the last Fortnite map. Now enough about how we got the new map. Let's talk about what changed with the new map. As players will know, they have added rivers and streams of which now allow you to swim around the map, and one cool thing about the rivers is that when swimming you are able to move faster than you normally would around the map. This is because the map was also extended and made slightly bigger than the last map, therefore giving reasoning to add faster and easier transport around the map. Now let's move on to some of the new locations that have been added to the game. Overall, there was 10 more new locations added to the game, and these were Sweaty Sands, Holly Hedges, Weeping Woods, Misty Meadows, Lazy Lake, Frenzy Farm, Craggy Cliffs, Dirty Docks, and two of what might be the most important locations are Steamy Stacks and Slurpy Swamp, and I will get into why they may be important to the future storyline in a future video. Along with these new locations, we saw 3 locations from the old map return to the new map, and these were Pleasant Park, Retail Row, and Salty Springs. So could there be something special about these locations for them to be added to the new map? Throughout the season, there haven't been many map changes to this new map, but one of the main changes to the map was seen back in October, when the Fortnitemares came back to Fortnite with a new event. This event involved you and your squad attempting to defeat the Storm King, which would come out of the ground, which led to the lake in the center of the map being destroyed, therefore destroying in the fishing huts that were there. But luckily now, for anyone who liked dropping at the location, they have recently updated the map, therefore bringing back the old huts that were there at the start of the season. Moving on to this season's storyline, there hasn't been much hype or build up for this season's storyline as there were in past seasons, meaning we haven't really been given too much information about the full storyline, but one thing about the storyline we do know is that there are 2 sides, one good and one bad. The bad side is known as Alter and the good side is being Ego. Both sides have bad/good replicas of the opposite skin, and one good example of this would be the Ripley and Sludge skins. As you may tell, the blue Ripley skin is on the good Ego side, and the red Sludge skin is an evil version of Ripley, of which is going to be on the Alter side. Being the fact that there's still a while left of the season, there may be a better LTM or even a live event with 2 sides, and both sides being labeled as one of the 2 sides and them needing to battle it out, and at the end of the overall team, who has the most wins is declared the winning side. There was also another interesting loading screen that was leaked for this season, and that loading screen being one with the 8-ball skin almost having a stare down with the rival Scratch skin. As you can see from the leaked loading screen, both skins are holding swords and it looks almost as if they are about to enter a fight to the death. We also expect something similar with the Ripley skins as I talked about earlier in the video, but why are they not accompanied by the rest of their teams? Could it be that they both have their own feud to settle between each other? There was also yet another loading screen that was leaked, and this loading screen shows the Ego team practically flying in the air on a boat in the background. The Alta team stood on top of the dam with explosion behind them, making this loading screen seem almost as if it was taken just after both sides have been in a battle, and obviously the good Ego team coming out as the winners of the battle. Now moving on to an upcoming event we all know that is getting closer to Christmas, meaning a lot of people will want to see the map covered in snow again, and luckily from recent leaks we will soon be treated to what may be a small snowstorm event, which probably won't be as spectacular as the last Ice King snowstorm event from back in Season 7 Chapter 1. Instead, it may just be a one-time snowstorm that may bring things like fiends back to the map. But who knows, they may even make it part of a huge event, meaning the bunker, which is hidden on the map. Speaking of the bunker, it seems that the bunker may be another part of the storyline, and this is seen in a recent loading screen where the main character from the season storyline is monitoring a group of computers which have pictures of certain things from the season. And the bunker is one of them, so could this bunker just be an escape route for the players during the snowstorm event, or could it be more? Let me know what you think in the comments down below. As always, people who have been with my channel for a while would know that every season I give my theory as to what I think the ending of the season will be and what I think the next season will be about. So here's my prediction. Season 1 Chapter 2 of Fortnite will end in a live community event where 2 teams of 50 go head to head and battle it out as either Alter or Ego. The fight will continue until one of the teams have hit the score limit and wins. I personally don't think there will be much of a large event that will change the map just yet due to how new it is, and Epic will obviously want players to be given a decent chance to get used to the new layout before adding a bunch of new stuff to it. So my prediction for what I think may happen at the end of the season isn't exactly the best, but maybe in a future video when we have more information, then I will talk more about it. Now on to my Season 2 prediction. I personally think that Season 2 will bring another Christmas themed season, but with a twist to the traditional Christmas seasons. I reckon that Epic Games will bring back the 14 days of Fortnite, but with newer and better rewards. We may even see some free skins or umbrellas from the 14 days of Christmas. There has also been some leaks of custom designs of the Nutcracker skin, of which is decorated with a similar theme to the Merriment Axe, and if you were to ask me, I personally think it would be cool for the skin to be added, maybe even as a free skin in the 14 days of Fortnite. The 14 days of Christmas will start as always when Epic Games shuts down the office and leaves on a 2-week break, meaning that we don't get an update or anything interesting happening to the game during the 14 days, so that is why we are given these 14 days of Fortnite challenges. The storyline for this season I reckon will be similar to the Sergeant Winter storyline from last year, only with an evil twist to it. The reason I mention an evil twist is due to the fact that the Merriment pickaxe from this year seems to have a bit more of a darker theme to it compared to last year's, which was like the traditional candy cane. So this is showing a dark presence, so for all we know we may have an evil Santa on our hands for next season. Now being the fact that we are nearing the end of 2019, we are obviously going to be entering into the new year. And as older players will know, back in Season 7, we saw a special one of New Year's Eve event, which of course was celebrating moving on to the new year. We could possibly see another small event like last year's, which was mainly just a bunch of fireworks launching off every hour when you were in game. We may be seeing something along the lines of this again, or it may even be better with a full live fireworks event and possibly a limited time game mode which gives you a free New Year's umbrella upon winning a game. Some people are a little confused about when the next season starts, as some people say it's on the 12th of December and some people are saying it will not be till February. But either way, we should be seeing some cool things and events happening over the December Christmas period. And finally, before I wrap up the video, let's talk about risky reels. Players have been noticing over the past few days that diggers on and other building equipment is being transported onto the site, but no one has a real explanation as to why they're going there. One theory is that they could be reconstructing the whole place at Risky Reels and turning it into a stage to live stream the Gaming Awards of 2019, similar to what they have done with the live Marshmallow event back at the start of the year. Another reason could be purely that since we are all in the winter season, there won't be any people going out to an open theater, meaning that the construction equipment might just be there to remove all the cars and place one giant Christmas tree, similar to what they have done last year around the old Fortnite Battle Royale map. So that is all I have for you guys in this video, and I'm curious to see just what all of your theories are, so put them in the comments down below for a chance to be featured in my next video. I will be covering each of these topics mentioned in the video in more depth in future videos, so make sure you smash that like button because I have heard that upon doing so, you all become a gaming beast. Till next time, peace.